Evil Eye with Infernoid usually would make no sense, as the only connection is that they are both fiends and have cool artwork. What does connect them in this hybrid deck is a skill from Jack Atlas, which lets you do some cool combos using both decks in the same turn. More videos for Duel Links and the TCG are on the way soon, so consider pressing the big red button. But with no further ado, enjoy! What joins this deck together is the skill that Red Dragon Archfiend decks use, which is Roaring Soul. It lets us send a fiend from hand to grave, to then send a level 4 Dark Fiend or Resonator from deck to grave, to then add a level 4 Fire Fiend from deck to hand. In Red Dragon Archfiend decks, the level 4 Fire Fiend that you would normally search is Red Sprinter, but in this deck it is Infernoid Petrulia. This card in itself already solves a big issue that Evil Eye has, as going second you can easily summon this to deal with something that would threaten your Cerzeal like a Book of Moon. So at worst case the Infernoid engine acts as essentially a Mystical Space Typhoon before you commit to your normal summon for Cerzeal. But going first, if you open with Cerzeal plus any Infernoid monster, then this 2-card combo gets you to AFD plus Cerzeal plus Selene plus Summon Breaker. Summon Breaker we search with AFD after destroying our field spell to search it, and it lets us have an extra layer of protection. Since we are not playing a pure Evil Eye deck, our engine is much smaller than usual. However, I found myself sometimes missing a second Selene in this deck, so I would consider playing 2 and removing a Repose. I think it's quite hard to go below 22 in this deck because you want to be drawing your Infernoids, so you don't want to play too few Infernoids, and you want to be drawing your Evil Eye cards, and there's not really many Evil Eye cards you can cut from the deck. The Infernoid part of the deck only has one Decatron, and the reason for this is that it consumes our normal summon, which we are instead using for Cerzeal. Antra is better than Harmodic, which is because you can use it to clear monsters that float, or have indestructible effects. This deck does not need any tech cards because if you're opening more engine beyond your 2-card combo, then that means you have your combo, plus likely a Evil Eye defeat behind it. The example for this will be the first game. The skill says we can only special summon tuner monsters from the hand, and Synchro monsters, which is why we don't play any of the big Infernoids or Evil Eye Awakening, because we cannot summon from a graveyard. It's also why the entire extra deck is Synchro monsters. The only super important cards here are AFD and Moonlight, the rest is all down to player preference. This deck is very fun, and it's another more creative and potentially better way to play Evil Eye. Enjoy the gameplay. Is this Ubel? It is, okay. Cool. We're gonna go Terraforming, grab Pareidolia, use Pareidolia, grab the Cerzeal, and then we're going to go ahead and normal summon Cerzeal, and this will search for, because we dump Selene with the Basilius, right, so we grab a trap here. Then we can use the skill to discard Petrulia, send the double, and then search for another Petrulia. Then we can special the Petrulia, and then summon the Basilius. And now this can send Selene from the deck to the graveyard. Then we can use the effect of double to make either the Petrulia or the Basilius become a tuner monster. Next we can use these two to make a Ancient Fairy Dragon. And use the effects of Ancient Fairy to destroy Pareidolia. Now, Summon Breaker isn't, of course, that amazing against Ubel, but it's still good to showcase the combo by doing it here. Then we go Pareidolia effects, to add back the Basilius to hand. Then we can use Celine to set itself back to the field. We can use Ancient Fairy to summon the Basilius from their hand, but we cannot use the effect to dump again this turn. Therefore, I don't think it's worth summoning this. I think keeping this in hand for follow-up is just better. Activate the Summon Breaker, and then set 1 and pass turn. So this combo is just from just having the Surgical Access plus any Infernoid gets you to this end board. Because we opened a way to the trap, we have the trap as well. That's because we already opened the Basilius, because normally you would use Surgical to get to the Basilius. But since we already opened it, we'll be able to use the Surgical to get to the trap instead. Normal summon you Bell. Summon Bond to send. We can just let them extend it. Because even with Nearest Fusion, we have the trap still. Now, flip summons do count towards summons, so maybe this card is better than I thought it was against you, Bell, because flip summoning this counts as their second summon, and then if they do a third summon, their turn will end immediately, incarnate as their second summon. So now if they flip summon this, their turn will end. Nice. End phase. Cool. Nice, okay, now we can win. We go... Effects. Pop this. Baboosh. Normal summon, and then effect to search. And then yeah, this is just game here. GG. Is this another Yubel? It is, okay. Set a monster. Nearest Fusion. This was gonna summon the what's it called? Kuluga. I wonder what you set actually in that deck. I have no idea. Ooh, that's good. Okay. This time we're going second into Yubel. So we're going to go ahead and start the same. Terraforming at this. Gonna add the Cersio still. Penguin Soldier. I've already lost to Penguin Soldier once on stream. Never again, please. This will grab the Basilius. Roaring Soul. Gonna chuck the Petrulia to send the double. Let's add the Petrulia. Then special Petrulia. We can go summon the Basil. And then effective Basil. Yeah, dump the spell. What good level 7 can I make here? Moonlight. Yeah, that's actually a good shout. That's a very good one to make here. Yeah, so we go effective double to make this become a tuner. So we use these two to make Moonlight. Moonlight will bounce us back. It cannot trigger to floats in the extra deck, which is nice. Then we go Celine onto this. And then we can use the spell to search the trap. This is also pretty good because now this plays very well around a possible Penguin Soldier, just in case. because they cannot bounce back the Surgical to their hand. But surely they're not playing Penguin Soldier, right? That's not real. No one plays Penguin Soldier. I refuse to believe it. Shadow Squamata. I mean, that's Man-Eater Bug. Honestly, same thing. They can pop the Moonlight. Actually playing Man-Eater Bug. I guess the idea with this is that you can dump this with a Neos Fusion, and it can dump Dragon to Grave. And Dragon is like a Hane Hane. Or Hane Hane. Summon Yubel, that's fine, that's your first summon. You have 2 more left, adding a Miracle Contact to the hands. Okay, this will be their second summon. This is their summon number 2. There's the Kluger. We're gonna get Battle Phase. Now, if I use Just Defeat, it becomes 2k, so I cannot swing the game next turn. So what I was gonna do there was go activate Surgical to pop, and then Chain Defeat to bounce 2. So then my monster gets boosted twice by the Celine, so it will become 2-4, which would be enough to swing the game next turn. They scooped before I had the chance to explain that though.